560, 550, 550, 540, 530, and like the one that was 550 was like not good. And it says uniquely designed home. Strategically built. It's filled with character. That's when you know that they're just tricking you.
Cody is a 26-year-old retail worker trying to find a house in Perth. She's lost count of the number of applications she's put in over the last 8 months.
Some of these are really nice, don't get me wrong.
Cody's living at her nana's place, along with her partner, her mum, her 2 siblings, their partners, and a friend who's couch surfing.
You can bring dogs to JV.
And then this room just to your right is my brother and his girlfriend's room. 1 bathroom as well, so no hot water by the end of the night. This is my sister's room, you can't really get in. My room is not necessarily a room, it's just a built-on part of the house. I have the biggest one, but it connects to the backyard and then not much privacy, so.
Cody's mum, Nicole, has taken the smallest room.
This is your room?
So this is me, squished in here. My single bed.
She's waiting for her own house to be built, a process that started more than 2 years ago with the help of a government scheme for single parents.
I couldn't rent and buy at the same time, so that's why we've moved back here. But I do pay everything here, plus mortgage as well already, which is more than what you'd pay in rent anyway. All right, guys, I've got to go to work. All right, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
She's working 3 jobs to make ends meet.
It's a daily struggle, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. I shop the cheapest I can, and it's hard because when you're feeding 8 people, it's just, it's not the best food, but it's food. Or sometimes I miss out on dinner. They all eat it all, and I'm like, that's cool. I'll just have some toast.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
You're missing out on dinner sometimes. It's really hard. But that's okay.
Oh, they shouldn't have to experience this.
We've lowered our expectations a lot. Like initially we went in like, yeah, we want a nice looking house, we want a decent house. But now we're just like, at the point, it's got a lock on the door. If things aren't falling apart completely, we'll apply. In our generation now, it just seems so far out of reach. So it just kind of feels like we're just watching time tick by and, you know, just, it's a real shame.
Home opens are like the Hunger Games. According to real estate analytics company PropTrack, the vacancy rate is sitting around 0.7% in Perth.
They're asking $500 a week for this 1x1 in East Perth. That's 125 more than it was getting just a couple of years ago. And given how competitive the market is at the moment, there's every chance someone here will offer above the asking price.
If I could just grab your name when you come up.
At another home open about 20 minutes from the city, we find more desperate renters. This man has just a few days left on his current lease.
I would say 30 applications, yes.
You've put in 30 applications.
Yes, 30 on decline.
Typical rents for a house now have touched $600 a week. That's around about a $100 increase over the last year.
$600 a week might not seem like much to someone in Sydney.
For Sydney, typical rents are around $150 a week higher than in Perth. But I think the particular challenge that's being faced at the moment in Perth is the rate of increase. We're seeing rents increase by an average around $15 every quarter.
Capital city rents jumped 13% in 2023, with Perth recording the biggest jump.
We reckon that around 900 properties minimum need to be added to the social housing stock each year for the next decade.
Ludley moved to Perth in 2016. Back then, he was paying $400 a week. He's still in the same house, but his rent is about to increase to $685 a week.
It is heavy, is what I say. Like we go from 400 to 685, that's almost 75%. My salary did increase 75% in this time span. Then you have to start taking decisions, what you're not gonna do. So like, oh, can I go watch movie with my daughter? No, I cannot, because I have to put this money on a rent.
We need real limits on rent increases, not just limits on when the rents can go up.
PropTrack is forecasting rents across Australia will continue to climb due to persistently low supply and strong demand, which is being exacerbated by the rapid rate of population growth. May Azizi is a spokeswoman for Everybody's Home, a national campaign to fix the housing crisis.
People need somewhere to live, and that has to be the first priority for us. We can't just be thinking about the profitability and viability of small-time landlords. We need to be looking at who is supplying housing in Australia. Are they the right people? And if not, how can we get the government to step in and supply a bit more housing itself?
The WA government says it's investing in more social housing and a rental relief program offering one-off payments to some tenants who are in arrears. But there's no plan to cap rental prices.
There are a limited number of mechanisms we have in relation to caps on the rental market. And one of the things we don't want to do is to drive investors out of the rental market, because investors coming in, getting a return on their investment, actually boosts the amount of dwellings that are available to the rental market.
Cody feels like even when she does finally find a place, she won't be able to relax for fear of evictions and price hikes.
I dream just somewhere we can call home for an extended period of time without the worry of us losing it and then being back to square one.